Today we are going to learn about the geography. We will start a new chapters of the geography, and this is the main important book which you need to follow for the UPSC prelims as well as mains for the geography portion, and which is that the Certificate Physical and Human Geography by G.C. LEONG. So let's start without any delay. As you can see, this is the content of this book, and it consists of two parts mainly: the physical geography as well as the one second. This is the physical geography. It includes the earth and the universe, the earth's crust. Then we will learn about the volcanism and earthquakes. Then we will go through weathering, mass movement and groundwater. Then comes the landforms made by running water and the landforms by glaciation, arid, different types of landforms like arid and desert landforms, limestone and chalk landforms, and the lakes, the coastal landforms, the islands and coral reefs, the oceans. So these are the various landforms which develop during the physical geographical process, okay, by denudation or weathering or erosion. So this is all about the part 1, which is physical geography. The part 2 of this book actually teaches us about the weather, the climate and the vegetation. So here you can learn what is a weather, what is climate, what is the difference between weather and climate. We generally refer it to as one, but it is actually different. There is a difference between weather and climate, and I'll tell you in a very detailed way what is the difference between weather and climate in some other videos. So after that we will learn about the different climatic weathers, different weathers of which prevail in the whole world, in the whole earth. The hot, wet equatorial climate, the tropical monsoon and tropical marine climates. India is having mainly this type of climate. Actually, in India, we have all the types of climates. Our North Indian territories like Ladakh, Leh, they show us the hot desert, means the cold desert type, the temperate continental, like there's a cool temperate western, they show this type of things. Then the middle India, it shows us the tropical monsoon and tropical marine climates near the sea coast. So generally in India we have all the climate types, but the main one is main climate type of India is called the tropical monsoon climate. Okay, then comes the savanna or the Sudan climate, the hot desert and the mid latitude desert climates, the warm temperate western margin or the Mediterranean climate. This is specially called Mediterranean climate because it happens mainly in the Mediterranean region. Then comes the temperate continental steppe. This is steppe climate. You know about the steppe grasslands also, that comes from the temperate continental type of climate. Then comes the warm temperate eastern margin, which is also called the China type because it prevails mostly in the China. Then comes the cool temperate margin, which is the British type because it prevails generally in that region, like UK and all region. So it is called as the cool temperate western margin. Then comes the cool temperate continental, which is your Siberian desert, that is a cold desert. So there it prevails the cool temperate continental climate. That type of climate is particularly called as the cool temperate continental climate. Then comes the cool temperate eastern margin, which is also called as the Laurential climate. This is also come in the exam, Mediterranean climate or Laurential climate. You can see the UPSC previous year questions. There you can find this type of climates. And the final one is the Arctic or the polar climate, which prevails generally in the North Pole and the South Pole. Okay, so this is all about the total book, the G.C. LEONG. Then we will start in this chapter. We are going to start about the physical geography. So you can see the diagram here. This is the physical geography part 1, and here we are going to learn about the universe. We know that we actually, the smallest part is actually a place where we live in India. India is in Asia. Asia is in Earth, and Earth is a planet of our solar system. Then after the solar system, there are many solar systems like this which consists and makes the universe. So we can say that universe is the which is the largest, what is that called, it's the largest part, and we are the smallest and the tiniest part in that. Okay, so the first one we will explore the universe here. So what are the important things I will mark here? You can take only that things, otherwise so many things are there. If you are going to read in detail about all the things, then it will take a lot of time. So I'm just marking the important things which you need to learn from this chapter. So the first one is, we will learn only, actually from this book I want to tell you one thing, that all the words which are in italics, like galaxies, nebulas, you can see in this format, they are very important to learn, because the question comes directly from this part only. So you should learn this, that what are galaxies or nebulas. So these stars are not scattered in space, they occur in clusters. We know that there are so many stars in the universe. We can see the so many stars in the sky in the night. So they forms the galaxies. So stars are not scattered regularly, they are not scattered regularly, but they occur in clusters. If you'll see that we have so many different formations of by the stars, like the Orion, like Hunter. So they are the group of stars, they live always in a clusters, better described as galaxies or nebulas. So what is that, we will learn. So the important word is here galaxy and the nebulas. Okay, one more thing, that we, the people, are staying our Earth's own galaxy. Our Earth's own galaxy is the Milky Way galaxy. So you have to remember this Milky Way galaxy, which contains your 1 million stars. Okay, not 1 billion, sorry, it's 100,000 million stars. It consists of 100,000 million stars. And the light from the nearest star traveling at the speed of light is 1,86,000 miles per second. Okay, this is the speed of light. And if the light will reach, then it will reach at 4 years to reach us. It takes 4 years to reach us. The light from the sun, the ray of light from sun, takes only 8 minutes. That is also, if a ray of light started from sun, it also takes 8 minutes to reach the earth, only a second. And from the moon it takes only a second. So from sun 8 minutes, from moon 8 seconds, and from a star nearly it takes 4 years to reach to us. Then the important thing is the elliptical orbits. So one important thing that we know, that across the sun, all the planets move across the sun, means moon around the sun, sorry, not across, it's around the sun. So this path, this path is not a circular path. You can't draw like this. It's not a circular path. It's not a circular path. This is wrong. This is right. It is an elliptical orbit. So the planets revolve around the sun in elliptical orbits. So, and the sun surface temperature, the next one, the sun surface temperature of the sun is 6,000 degrees Celsius, which is 10,800 degree Farad. And it increases to 20 million degree Celsius also. So this part, only this one. Then we will see the next half of this book, that is the okay, what is about the sun. The sun is almost 300,000 times as big as the earth. So you should know the size of the sun. The earth size is so big, we can't imagine the whole earth. We just are in a small place of the earth. And just imagine, the sun is 3 lakh, means 300,000 times as bigger as the earth. So the next one is the Mercury. Mercury is the smallest, and the closest planet to the sun, which is only 36 million miles away. Then comes your Venus. It is actually, in a year, Mercury is only 88 days. Okay, a year in Mercury is only about 88 days. And in Venus is twice the distance away from the sun. Venus is also called as the Earth's twin because of same size and mass and density. Means Venus and Earth, they look like twins. As you know that twins look alike, Venus and Earth also are like twins because of its size and weight and density. Then comes the moon. The moon revolves eastward. This is very important, that it revolves eastward or it revolves westward. So moon revolves eastward around the earth once in every 27 days. It takes 27 days to revolve around the earth. Then comes the Mars. The Mars, which is, our next nearest planet, it is having dark patches on its surface, and it's believed to be the professional astronomers to be the next planet after Earth to have the possibility of some plant life. You know that nowadays very so much of experiment is going on in Mars. We are all set to go to Mars. So scientists are thinking that the Mars will be the next planet where the people can live other than Earth. Then comes the Jupiter. Jupiter is the characteristics is where it's the largest planet with the hydrogen, helium, and methane in its surface. Okay, so this is all about. And then its surface is very cold. One thing very important, that Jupiter surface is very cold, probably about minus 200 degree Celsius Farad or minus 130 degree Celsius. It is that's why also called as the winter planet. It is also called as the winter planet. Then comes the next part of this chapter is about the Saturn. Just you have to learn just one or two points, important points about each planet. So the Saturn is having three rings, and 9 satellites around it. It is the second largest after Jupiter, and it takes 29 and a half years to complete its orbit. Then comes the Uranus. Uranus is bluish green disk. Through it is a powerful telescope. It is another giant planet. It is 50 times larger than the Earth and 15 times as heavy as the Earth. It also revolves around the clockwise direction from east to west with 5 satellites. So these are the important features of Uranus. Then comes the Neptune. Neptune is closely resembles Uranus. This is the important thing, and it is only 2 known satellites till now. Much colder. Pluto was once the 9th planet of the solar system, of our solar system, but now it has been designated as the dwarf planet, not as the planet anymore. So its Pluto is smaller than the Earth. It is actually smaller in size than the Earth's. Orbits are not circular but elliptical. Distance from Pluto's Sun during perihelion. What do you mean by perihelion? This is another important word. Perihelion. Perihelion is the closest point to the Sun. Means suppose this is a sun. And this one is your elliptical orbit. So which is the closest point here? This one. So this is the perihelion, and the farthest point, this point is the distance is very large, so this is the called the ephelion. Okay, so perihelion, it's 2 million miles, and ephelion, this is the word ephelion. So you should know only the words. Perihelion means peri is pass, peri is, you can say pass. Okay, it's pass, not this pass actually. It is actually Hindi wala pass. You can remember this. Pass, perihelion. Ephelion is just reverse of it, which is distant. The far place, the far point. Okay, in this way you can remember this. Then comes the shape of the Earth. The shape of the Earth is, how is it? It's like a chapta wala spherical shape. Its spherical shape is established fact. Actually, it is spherical, not spherical actually. It's like this. It's not completely circle. Rather, it is like chapta. this distance, the north pole and the south pole, this distance is shorter than this distance. So this is the earth. It's spherical in shape. Its equatorial circumference is actually 24,000 miles, and its polar circumference is less by 83 miles. So we can say that the vertical distance, the np distance is less than your east west. It is less than east west. Okay, so it is, the shape of the earth is actually called the geoid shape, earth shaped. What do you mean by geoid? Geoid is earth shaped. So earth has specific type of shape, and we call that shape only as geoid. So geoid shape means earth like shape. Okay, evidence of earth's sphericity. We say that earth is spherical. So how we can say that earth is spherical? By looking at the flat surface. When we are standing on the earth, then we think that it's just a flat surface. Then but we proved that earth is sphere. So how to prove that earth is sphere? So the first one is the circumnavigation of earth. When you will navigate through the earth, when a ship will navigate through the earth, after some time you cannot see. When you are standing, suppose you are standing here, you can see the ship till here, till your vision. If the ship will go here, then you can't see the ship. So this is called the circumnavigation of the earth. Okay, sorry, this is circumnavigation, means if you can come down like this, then there is no edge. Agar suppose if you are standing here, if you are moving in a boat, then if it is not spherical, then you could have fall down here. When you could have come here, then you could have fall down. But as it is it is a circle, you cannot fall. So this is the proof that it is in circular shape, spherical shape. Then circumnavigation, this one is the circumnavigation of the earth. You can see here the boat should have fallen down, but it's not happening here. So that's why this proves that it is spherical in shape. The second one is the circular horizon. Yeah, this one is that one which I can which you see that we cannot see the ship after a particular instant of time. Suppose this is the earth, and here suppose we have kept a tower, so it can have a distance, suppose this much. If we will go here, then it cannot receive the signal. So this is the circular horizon. Then ship's visibility. The ship's visibility over a distant northern top of the mast is seen before the hull. We see whenever the ship is coming to near us. Suppose that this is the water and you are standing, this is the sea. Okay, this is the sea and you are standing here. And suppose a ship is coming from inside. Then first, which one will see? We see the mast. We see the mast here. Then we see, slowly we see the ship. So it means the ship's visibility proves that first the edge, from the edge when we see, then we see the mast and then the whole ship. So this proves that it is also circular in shape. Then comes your next one, that is the sunrise and sunset. It also shows proofs that it is circular in shape. The sun rises and sets at different times. If suppose this could have been a flat surface, then the sunrise should have been in the same time in all places, but it doesn't happens like that. In India we have sunrise at different time, in US we have different time. So it proves that our earth is spherical in shape. Okay, so next comes your the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. This side, the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. The lunar eclipse, whenever we have the lunar eclipse or the solar eclipse, we see that the shadow cast by the earth on the moon during the lunar eclipse is always circular. So it proves that the arc of the circle and the earth is spherical in shape. Then comes the planetary bodies are spherical. We have seen that other planets through telescopes and all, and we have seen and revealed that sun, moon, satellites, and they have circular outlines from whichever angle you see them. So it proves that if all the other planets are circular, so maybe the Earth is also circular. So next one is the driving poles on ground level on a curved surface. As I said, this example I have already given. If suppose the same height pole is being placed in three different places, then you will see that this is the particular level, but the same height, suppose this is 5 meter. So this is also 5 meter. So here the 5 meter can reach up to this, but the same 5 meter goes to the top because this is spherical in shape. If it could have been a flat surface, then all the things could have been in the same line. Then comes your aerial photographs. Aerial photograph from the when we have taken the pictures from the satellites, it clearly showed that the curved edge of the earth. This is perhaps the most convincing, most up-to-date proof of the earth's sphericity, where we can see the things directly. See, you can see the circular, this one. This is spherical in shape. So it proves that earth is spherical in shape. Then next important topic of this chapter is the earth's movement. Earth's movement. How earth moves? It is actually, it rotates. There are two types of movements earth do. One is rotation and the other one is a revolution. Rotation on its own axis and revolution around the sun. Around the sun. So for rotation it takes nearly 24 hours. For revolution it takes about 365.25, means 365 1 by 4 days, causing the seasons and the year. The rotation causes the day and night. Rotation, wait a second. Rotation causes day and night, whereas revolution causes seasons and the year. Okay, so how day and night happens? Day and night happens because of the rotation on its own axis, and the earth's revolution happens because of the revolution of the around the sun in an elliptical orbit. And what is the revolution? 18.5 miles per second, which takes around 365 1 by 4 days, or a year. We can call 365 days, and after every 4 years we have an extra day, because 1 by 4 1 by 4. So after 4 years that 1 by 4 becomes 1, so 365 becomes 366. So in a leap year we have 366 days in a year. So next one is the varying length of day and night. So why we have change of the in the day and night time. Suppose in winters you must have actually seen that the daylight is very small, the less in winters in comparison to the summers we have long days and short, means in winters we have long days and short nights, like that. So this happens because of the earth's tilt, because earth is actually, it's not straight. The earth's hemisphere, it's not like this is wrong. The earth is actually tilted axis, it revolves in a tilted axis. So whenever this side, suppose this is the sun and it's revolving around this, so this part, this is the earth, this is the northern hemisphere, and this is the southern hemisphere. You must have known that India is in the northern hemisphere. This is India, suppose. So this India, so if it is in summertime, so you will have more daylight in comparison to winter. Okay, so here it gives rise to different seasons. It is having a tilt of 66.5 degree, which give rise to different seasons and varying lengths of the day and night. That's why day and night becomes different. Then the important thing is this Arctic Circle. What is Arctic Circle? Arctic Circle is popularly referred to as land of midnight sun, because we know in polar region. So suppose this is the North Pole and this is the South Pole. So South Pole, you can see the sun is actually off in this side only. So this side you will see a complete day for 6 months. 6 months, and it is having 6 months night time. Night. So that's why Arctic Circle is called the land of midnight sun. Means in the midnight also you can see the sun. Then comes, this chapter is so long, so we should split it into two parts, I guess. So we will continue the next part in the next video. Thank you.